What's up, YouTube? It's me, Anthony Castillo, with you guys. I have a cup right here. It has A for Anthony. Is that backwards? It is, yeah. Or however. Anyways, so today's freedom of expression is going to be disposition. If you guys don't know what that means, look it up in the dictionary. I'm just kidding. No, so disposition, what is that? You know, there was a class I took on philosophy of emotion, and as intricate and as complex emotion becomes to understand, I know like one time at the hospital, or even when I worked for I believe a direct care worker, I believe there was these like posters. Okay, there was these posters on how to identify people's expression of emotion. And sometimes that expression is like basic emotions like, you know, happiness, sadness, despair, discouragement, joy, contentment. Like they had different levels. And if you noticed how I said contentment and joy, those two things can be the same. You're content about what you have, which is bringing you joy. And if you understood the idea and concept, are those two things the same? No or yes? Well, when we think about a disposition, right, we're going to be in different layers of our character, where if we're not evaluating our character enough, and if we're not showing up with a sense of recognizing our disposition, we're gonna continue to struggle, like just continue to get stuck. And I don't know how much I have to stress it out about it. The only reason I say that is because the spiritual context behind getting a grasp of something is that in some of the shorts that you guys are noticing, hopefully you can start to understand some of the contextual language and also the specific vocabularies I'm using. All of that is meant to generate a framework for people to be uplifted, because that is what this channel is about at times. It's about uplifting good intentions. It's about uplifting, and I mean, I understand positivity. You know, positivity is great, and however, we need to look further, and we need more concepts or maybe new ideas to get us through a lot of things in life, right? A lot of us are going to struggle. A lot of us are stuck in certain patterns. I only recognize that sometimes because I mean, the philosophy of emotion, you think about, I mean, I look at that class was such a very intensive class, just because not only did we have to research a literature, but we had to also learn how to have a dialogue about an emotion. I mean, you get an A in emotion in the class and people are thinking like, well, must be an easy class. No, it's such a difficult class. It was probably the most difficult class I had to take in my graduate studies, because emotion can either be so irrational and emotion can be understood. And when we can't understand, then we're in this constant repetitiveness. So anyways, guys, I thought, you know, I'd present you with that freedom of expression, kind of like valuable to understand a disposition, because that's kind of like who we are, right? It's an adjective to well, most adjectives out there describe a person, and you know, describe every day. Some people describe themselves, or sometimes they don't describe who they want to be, and that's fine. You know, with respect, I think it's fine. I think being a respectful person is a disposition. And yeah, Is that backwards? Dang it. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy the channel. Remember to subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.